ഹലോ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ്, എല്ലാവർക്കും സുഖമാണല്ലോ അല്ലേ? നമ്മുടെ ഫിസിക്സ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ മോഷൻ എന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററിലെ ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ്, ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ഒരു കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ ഉളവാക്കുന്നൊരു ഭാഗമാണ്. സോ ലെറ്റ് us see the difference between distance and displacement. Watch the video class. Hello dear students, let us discuss the difference between distance and displacement of the chapter motion. Look here. Here there is a path traveled by a person. This is a home, and after covering 600 meter, he reaches a hospital 600 meter. Then again, after traveling 300 meter, he reaches his office. During this motion, 600 plus 300 in the morning, total distance is covered is 600 plus 300, that is 900 meter. Distance from home to office is 900 meter. Then in the evening, he are going to back. He traveling 660 meter and reaches a ration shop. Then he again going to back to home. After traveling 420 meter, he reaches his home. Then in return, total distance he traveled is 660 plus 420. Total distance is 1080 meter he traveled. Then the straight line distance between his office and home, this office to home, is 480 meter. The straight line distance is measured as displacement. So displacement here it is 480 meter. Then let us consider another thing. This is a home. A person starts his journey from home like this. He travels and reaches near a tree. The distance he traveled here is 100 meter. Then he continues his journey. Then he travels like this. Then he reaches near a lighthouse. Then he traveled 150 meter here. Then here the total distance, definitely he traveled is 100 meter plus 150 meter. The total distance is 250 meter. Then our main confusion is regarding the displacement. Then what could be the displacement here? This is a question. Displacement is measured, the straight line distance between the initial position, this initial point or starting point is home, and the destination place, the final point is the lighthouse. The straight line distance is this one. The straight line distance between initial point and final point is referred as displacement. Okay, actually he traveled only through this path. ഈ പാത്തിൽ കൂടിയാണ് ഈ പേഴ്സൺ ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ പാത്തിൽ കൂടി ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. ബട്ട് ഇൻ ദി കേസ് ഓഫ് ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ് വി വിൽ കൺസിഡർ ഓൺലി ദി സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈൻ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ്. Then here it is, the straight line distance is in between house and lighthouse is 80 meter. So displacement is this initial position and this is final position. So displacement is 80 meter. ഈ പേഴ്സൺ ഈ പാത്തിൽ കൂടെ ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. പക്ഷേ എങ്കിലും ഇനിഷ്യൽ പോയിൻ്റ് ഹൗസും ഫൈനൽ പോയിൻ്റ് ലൈറ്റ് ഹൗസും ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ് ഈ സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ലൈൻ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് എടുക്കുകയുള്ളൂ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് 80 meter. Okay, then again consider another picture. There is a boy riding on his bicycle. Starting point is this A. Then he travel 4 meter and reach a house at the point B. Then again he continues his journey, and after traveling 3 meter he reaches near a tree, that is point C. Then here the total distance he traveled, actual the length of the path traveled is 4 meter plus 3 meter, that is 7 meter. That is marked in a red color. But this is the starting point. A is the starting point, C is the end point. But the straight line distance between A and C, starting point and end point, is just 5 meter. Actually the person does not traveled through this straight line path that represented as black color. He not traveled, but we consider the displacement as 5 meter. Okay, displacement 5 meter. Remember, it is straight line distance between initial point and final point. Define the term distance. Look here. Distance is the length of the path traveled. It has only magnitude. It is a scalar quantity. It has only magnitude, means 3 meter. That is 3 is a magnitude. Here we does not mention about direction. ഇവിടെ ഡയറക്ഷൻ പറയത്തില്ല. ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് പറയുമ്പോൾ തെക്കോട്ട് പോയി നോർത്തിലേക്ക് പോയി അങ്ങനെ പറയില്ല. ജസ്റ്റ് മാഗ്നിറ്റ്യൂഡ് മാത്രമേ പറയുന്നുള്ളൂ. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് സ്കേലാർ ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ദെൻ ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ്. Displacement, it is a straight line distance. This is a very important thing. It is a straight line distance from initial and final position. Initial position to final position. Straight line distance. It has both magnitude and direction. That is 5 meter travel ചെയ്തു. So magnitude and 500 direction. He travel in north direction. So we have to specify both direction and magnitude. So it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. This consider blue line represent straight line distance. It is a displacement, and green line represent this is a distance. Actually he traveled distance, but that is distance 70 meter. But this straight line distance only 40 kilometer. That is the displacement. Then come to our question. This was our assignment. Here there is only minute hand needle. Our hand is not here. This end of this minute hand, that is P. Distance of this minute hand is 50 centimeter. Then this minute hand, when it is moves like this through this path and completes one full circle, that is 1 hour, it will reach the same position. Then this total circular distance is 314 centimeter. That is also given in your question. Then we had to find out distance and displacement in different situations. Look here. This is a table, time, distance and displacement. And in the first case, half hour. During half hour, the minute hand, the position will be here. That is at 6, like this. During half hour, the needle will come here. Then distance, this P is a point at the end of this. End of this needle traveled this much distance, that is half of 314. Then distance is 157. Then what could be the displacement? This is the initial point and this was the final point. This is a straight line distance. So here, from here to here 50 centimeter, and here to here also 50 centimeter. Okay, then total displacement is 100 centimeter. Okay, then again after 1 hour, what happens? The needle will come back to the original position. After 1 hour, in 1 hour it will be at this initial same position. Then here the initial position and final position are the same point. Then the end P, the end of the needle traveled one complete circular path. Then distance is 314 centimeter. But remember, now the needle is at the initial position. So here initial position and final position are here, same point. So its distance, straight line distance is definitely 0. So here it is, displacement is 0. ഇവിടെ ഇത്രയും ഈ നീഡിലിൻ്റെ എൻ്റെ ഇത്രയും ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തെങ്കിലും സെയിം പൊസിഷൻ, ഇനിഷ്യൽ പൊസിഷൻ ഫൈനൽ പൊസിഷൻ സെയിം പോയിന്റിൽ വന്നതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത്രയും ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തെങ്കിലും ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ് 0 ആയിരിക്കും. ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ് വിൽ ബി 0. ആക്ച്വലി ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്ത പാത്ത് അല്ല ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ്, അത് ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ആണ്. ദെൻ അഗെയിൻ ആഫ്റ്റർ 1.5 hour അഗെയിൻ ദിസ് പ്രോസസ് കണ്ടിന്യൂസ്. ദ നീഡിൽ വിൽ കം അഗെയിൻ ഹിയർ. Then again 314 plus 157, then 471. Then needle is also will be here. Then the distance, now the initial position is here, final position is here. Then displacement will be 100 centimeter. Then another 2 hours, the same process continues. Like this will be the values. Whenever the needle comes at this position, this here, then displacement will be 0. Whenever the needle comes here, the displacement will be 100 centimeter. That's all. Have a nice day. This is the answer.